Is Bitcoin a good investment? Nyojong, wherever you are in the world today, welcome. It's been about 5 months since my last video. The Bitcoin ETFs have been approved and the halving has gone by, and Bitcoin is around $66,000. Today, I wanted to talk about is Bitcoin a good investment and how I would approach this question. Well, let's get to this. The first thing I would do is investigate the question on Google by typing it in. Is Bitcoin a good investment? As you can see, many people have already searched this question before. And you get this kind of result, right? So I have read in most of this article, and I've looked through most of these articles at one point or another. And what Google is trying to lead me to draw is that the conclusion is that Bitcoin is risky and a volatile thing. After reading all these articles, you will probably draw the same conclusion as I did, that Google wants you to know that the cons supersede the pros. And if you believe in Google, then you should not invest in Bitcoin. And you should stop watching this video and go and enjoy the rest of your day. However, if you're curious to learn more and want to continue to watch this video or get a different opinion on whether Bitcoin is a good or bad investment, then continue watching. Of course, if you ask me, I will think and tell you that Bitcoin is a good investment because I've done my own research. And if you listen to my advice and you went to buy Bitcoin and it went up, you probably think I am a genius. And if it goes down, you will probably think I am the dumbest person in the world. What you need to understand is that Bitcoin can go up 20 to 50% in a day at any given day, and no one knows when this will happen. Now, does this up and down movement make Bitcoin a good or bad investment? That's the question we're trying to answer. However, I think the real question everyone needs to ask of themselves is, can you tolerate this up and down price movement of Bitcoin? So let's go look at a chart here. There you go. This, I've had it pulled up. This is the Bitcoin chart that I have already pulled up here. Okay. This is the full Bitcoin chart. Let's say you bought Bitcoin here in September 2020 and you sold it here, right, in March 2021. You would have made a big profit, right? If you bought Bitcoin here at 45,000 in March 2022 and sold it here in December 2022, you would have gotten a big loss, right? So, like they say, you don't know when to get in, when it will go up, when it'll go down, because that's how most of these things are, well, most Bitcoin is. But let me see here. Let me show you guys something. If you bought Bitcoin here, right, you would have to wait 1, 2, 3 years, almost 3 years for Bitcoin to start climbing back up, right? If you bought Bitcoin here, this low spot here, you would, in all these years, if you bought Bitcoin at the bottom here, all these years, you would have made a profit, right? But if you bought, let's say you bought Bitcoin here at this bottom here in June 2021, and then you didn't sell here and you didn't sell any of this, right? And you waited and it bottomed down here. You would have to wait from this point here, from 2021 to almost 2024 before it would start to go up again, right? So what these charts are showing is that if you can hold Bitcoin for more than 4 years, you would be in profit. And I'm not the only one saying this. I've done my research. Most all the analysts out there are saying that if you can hold Bitcoin for more than 4 years, then it is probably a good investment. The only thing I would condition I would add to this is if you don't need your money in 4 years, then I think it's a pretty good investment. All right. What do I mean by that? For example, let me give you an example. Let's say you bought Bitcoin here, $45,000 here, right? So you wouldn't have to ride from here all 2022 to 2024 here up for you to be in profit, 2 years, right? But what if in those 2 years you lost your job here, right? If you lost your job here, then and you needed the money, then you would have sold here at a loss because everything under this uh, graph here, you would have to sell, and you because you needed the money, you can't just let it ride through this downturn here. So you would have sold and you would have lost. It's because you needed the money, right? Same here. Let's say you bought here, right, in December 2017. Now Bitcoin started to go down, 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 down here. It would take Bitcoin, let me see, 1, 2, 3, almost 4 years for it to come back here, right? Almost 4 years for you to be back in profit, right? So in this period here, let's just say you needed the money, you had an accident, you needed that money badly. So you would have sold some here to recoup your losses here, right? So that's an example of why I would say if you can hold Bitcoin for more than 4 years and you don't need that money, then I think it's a pretty good investment. But like I said, I've done my research and you need to go do yours so that you will feel confident about making that decision. As always, I encourage everyone to figure out how you can become rich in Bitcoin. Hopefully, in your journey in becoming rich, you will figure out the true value of Bitcoin and bring that value back into our community. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. As always, everything I say here is just my opinion, 不是给啥事 and it's not financial advice. 用在赔了，上得多的股，也别么他。心机多。